Hello, this is a garden update for mid-July 2023. I'm in zone 5A and it's a good day today to film because it's 80 degrees. As you can see here, the clover, I let the clover run wild and the bees are loving it. And I love the bees because they're pollinating everything. Things have grown in the last month a lot, and I've been keeping up with watering. The tomatoes, cherries are starting to produce the sun gold here, and the berry as well. The strawberries have taken a little nap because they're producing runners that I'm trying to get rid of so that they can produce some strawberries, but the robins have been eating them up. The beans, I have string beans here for the first year. They struggled a lot, but now they're finally producing some shoots. So I'm excited to see how they're going to produce. These are green and purple varieties. Tomatoes here, they usually struggle on this side. The soil is not that great, and there's a lot of herbicide drift from the neighbors. As you can see here with the beans, they have a drift on them, so they took a hit at the beginning and also recently, it seems. But this is the yellow Monte Gusto variety. This is my favorite. It's really productive and stringless, very soft. My experiment with the chard here is not great because again the soil is not perfect here. That's fine. This is Diva cucumber. It's not very productive, but it's our favorite in terms of taste, kind of sweeter and with a crunch. What else do I have here? The tomatoes these ones are doing great, although you will see the other ones that are the same age. They're at least 5 times as big. So planting in garden beds is the best. This here is Beit Alpha cucumbers, and they are producing. And with all the bees that I have, everything is happy. The daisies here, the Shasta daisies, have reached their almost end of production period now. They will produce again. And I have here the milkweed. I still don't see a lot of butterflies, but I don't have a lot of milkweed. And the yarrows are happy. This is their first year, and I already harvested some flowers for the herbal teas. The coneflowers are very, very slow still. And this is the bee balm, the spotted bee balm. I don't think it's gonna flower this year, although I can see maybe a flower. We'll see. Oh, this one has a flower bud. Okay, that's exciting. The hibiscus here are producing a lot. These are the hardy hibiscus. And this is the Italian squash. I'm finally getting one, maybe two, but finally there is one here, and it rooted itself into the grass, so there's no way that I can move it. This is a tomato plant that came out of the compost, and it seems very happy, so we'll see how it tastes. This is, I'm sure, like a grocery store type. The grapes are so happy here. I thought this is Somerset. This is what I bought, a Somerset grape, which is seedless, but these ones have seeds. So again, I was fooled into buying this. But anyway, we'll see how it tastes. I'm getting a lot of good chamomile this year. This is only one of the 4 patches that I have. The bold cypress is doing okay, but we expected better. from this. But the birch has grown, I think, 2-3 feet this season alone. And here is the peach, the contender, and the 2 peaches that I left here are also doing okay. So that's good. In this bed that is partly shaded, I think I succeeded in finding things that like it. So chard, of course, and this is the first chard in my life that has bolted, so I'm finally getting some seeds. This is the giant lettuce. I think it's like 4-5 feet tall now when it bolts. Then I have bait alpha cucumber here. I have a lot that are ready to harvest, but I need to know what to do with them. This is the greens bed. Next year I'm gonna do it differently, because this year I did the chard closer to the fence, but this year or next year I should do the chard in the middle, so that when the other tender greens will bolt, I'll have enough space for that. Also, the celery is doing really well, and I jammed everything here. I should do the celery in the middle and in the 1/3 marker, but leave this space for the cucumber. This is the best cucumber I've ever sown in terms of productivity. Look how big that is. It's like English cucumber in terms of taste and size. It's very productive, especially there's a lot of bees. And really, honestly, I didn't know what to do with it, so now it's climbing on top of the maple tree. It's called Tasty Green Japanese Cucumber, and it's just sprawling everywhere, even there. The tomatoes are also going crazy, so I don't know what to do with the trellis here, but they are climbing on that pole. I have more cucumber here. These are spring cucumbers, and they just started to flower because I staggered the cucumbers. And then here I have the chard, and this is a wild ground cherry, I think, sown by a bird poop. Another type of celery, but I like that type better, so I'm gonna have a video about the different types and how I like them by the end of the season. The parsley is doing great here, and here's my other cucumber, and I have the sweet peas still flowering, and here is the bumblebee. I think this is purple bumblebee tomato. I'm trying it for the first time, so we'll see how that tastes. This is the berry that I do not like, and here the teddy bear sunflowers I'm trying for the first year. I know there's stevia here somewhere, but I sown this little container. I'm gonna go back a little bit so you can see how much the tomato have grown. I'm hoping this new trellis stands by, because they finally reached the top of the 9-foot trellis, and that is great, really. First year this happens. I'm really happy. In here, my different trials of sowing beans have kind of succeeded. The ground cherries are producing really well, and the tomatoes are doing okay here. Again, this is a good bed. Figs are doing okay, although I'm only seeing a few figs on a couple branches here. So I think I'm gonna thin the other branches. I have some peppers here. They're starting to produce, although not a lot. They're not getting a lot of sun, especially these. So no peppers on them at all. And then I have more of the purple beans. And here, I'm so happy I planted this one here, because when the rose is not producing, we get some flowers. And then here, oh, we had some of the flowers here when we were away. They were watered by the watering system, but these flowers are really doing well, and I'm liking all the snapdragons, different varieties, and the dwarf dahlias that I got this year are awesome. Here, and the color on this one is really nice. And the zinnia, and this is the new one that I got. Here are some of the containers, and of course we've got the grape and the different flowers, basil, and this is the new grape that I planted this year instead of the one that died. And the honeysuckle is blooming again. In the front yard, the salvias are really doing great. And the roses in the front yard, some of them are better than others. The pear trees have not produced. And the apricot tree is done producing. We got probably 20, 25 of them, and they were the most tastiest I've ever had in my life. And this is Chinese Mormon, and this is the peach that was overloaded, and now I have a branch that is almost breaking, so I need to do something about it very, very soon. So this was just a quick update, and I'm hoping to report back with the variety review and the different types that I have in the garden. Thank you for watching.